Empowered Nurse Entrepreneurs. It's Lori Brown, nurse attorney with empowerednurses.org. And I'm so excited to speak to you today because I have a really special topic I want to talk about. And that is why marketing letters don't work. I am telling you, at one point in time, I had enough Your Dollars and Cents brochures to wallpaper my entire office. But now I don't open the mail anymore. So I'll tell you what happens to it. See all this stuff? This was just from over the weekend, and it literally got put in the garbage. We had to fish it out for this video today. So attorneys get a ton of junk mail. This is Wayfair Professional. We get continuing education. This really isn't junk mail, but donations, magazines, you name it. But so many people want attorneys' time in their business. And so they send, and people in general, how much junk mail do you get? And what do you do with your junk mail? And the way that I look at it, particularly for legal nurse consultants, is if you received a postcard in the mail and it says, hi, I'm Dr. So-and-so. I understand that your child needs neurosurgery, or your husband or yourself. And what would you do? Would you want to go see this doctor? Would you say, oh, this is weird. Why is he bugging me? You'd probably just throw it out. And that's the same thing that happens with attorneys. If attorneys get information from a legal nurse consultant, attorneys need to know, like, and trust you before they're going to give you their confidential information. So let me tell you what does work to get past the gatekeeper. Now, I don't believe in blind mailing at all. I think you need to meet somebody and then follow up with a letter. But this works. And in fact, these have all been saved, and so I can share them with you. So this is a letter to my assistant for thanking her for her help with the retreats that we put on. Here's another one. Handwritten letters, especially these smaller sizes, work really well. And then we keep them all. So if you want to be known and make sure the attorney really appreciates you, they keep this stuff. All of these letters were personal thank yous from people who've attended my retreats, and I keep them all. I just think it's nice. So there's one other trick that you can do to get your letter open aside from handwritten, and that is what we call lumpy mail, which is my favorite. You put something in there that the secretary feels, okay, it must be private. I'm going to send it on. And so let me give you, I practice what I preach, okay? So I am going to share with you some lumpy mail we did recently. So we took these hand sanitizers, and we put, do you feel like your business has been sanitized? Give us a call. And the reason why we did these is it was for people who've gone to a retreat who didn't continue working with us, and we wanted to follow up with them to see how their business is going. What can we do to help? And do they feel like their business has been sanitized? Like it doesn't even exist anymore, because you get all excited after you go to a retreat or take a class, and then you don't do anything with it. So I wanted to follow up with people and say, hey, if your business has been sanitized, let me know. Let's get you back on track. So I wanted to show you a couple of other good things that work. This is mini med school for attorneys. You can speak at these. They love to have nurses speak. So all states that I know of requires continuing legal education for attorneys, and who better to speak on medical issues than attorneys, than legal nurse consultants. So again, I'd highly recommend that. And then this is one of my clients from my legal nurse consulting mastermind group that actually does a newsletter, and this gets through as well. And she writes on topics which are of interest to an attorney. So top article, Ohio hospital transplants kidney into wrong patient. Wow, is that gonna grab my attention as an attorney? Absolutely. And then she talks about her professional activities. She's been a podcast guest. She's a speaker. She actually writes about her favorite place, which is Mackinac Island. And one thing I don't see, which I will talk to her about, is she recently wrote a book called Cancer Care Malpractice for Attorneys. So I would have that. Oh, it is here, right here, Cancer Care Malpractice, front page, for attorneys. So if you have some clients that you want to send a great holiday gift to, this book would be great. Cancer Care Malpractice for Attorneys, and they'll be like, wow, they'll be so pleased that you thought of them. So newsletters get through the door, handwritten things get through the door, and our famous lumpy mail. So I hope those help you, but just if sending, I used to get these huge packets from legal nurse consultants with their CVs and writing samples, big fancy binders, and I said to one of them, how much did you spend on this? And she says, oh, it's about $10 a person. And I said, and how many did you send out? And she says, 100. So she spent $1,000, and I said, and how many responses have you got? So there are so many better ways to spend your money in a more effective manner to create that know, like, and trust with attorneys, so they'll want to hire you over and over again. I'm happy to share with you and have a complimentary LNC business strategy session with you. Just go to callwithlncmentor.com, callwithlncmentor.com, and I look forward to speaking with you. And in the meantime, I hope this video helped. And if you have any other tips, tricks, or strategies that you would like to share, just put it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again.